Andrea Knabel dedicated her life to searching for missing individuals until one day she went missing herself. This is the case of Andrea Knabel. On the evening of August 12, 2019, 37-year-old Andrea Knabel was eating dinner with her mother, Cheryl, her sister, Sarah, and Sarah's fiance, Ethan, at Cheryl's home in Audubon Park, which is a suburb of Louisville, Kentucky. At the time, they were all living in the home as Sarah and Ethan were renovating this for Cheryl, and Andrea was looking for a new job after being laid off from the insurance company Humana, where she worked as an analyst. During dinner, an argument broke out about Andrea's situation and this scratch she had on her face that only seemed to be getting worse. Andrea left the dinner table and went up to her room to cool down, later returning to ask for a ride to the hospital to get her scratch checked out. Ethan took Andrea to the hospital and dropped her off. Meanwhile, Cheryl went to her sister's house to stay the night because her room was under construction. A little after 11 p.m., Andrea took a lift home, but when she arrived, the doors were locked and she didn't have a key because the locks had just been changed during the renovations. For about 10 minutes, Andrea banged on the door, but no one was answering, so she started walking 20 minutes away to her other sister, Erin's house. Arriving there a little after 11 p.m. At the time, Erin was sitting on her front porch with her best friend Michelle having a glass of wine while her kids were inside watching TV. Andrea was extremely frustrated, loud, and animated as she was ranting to her sister about what had happened with the doors. It was really late and Erin had just moved into this house, so she didn't know her neighbors yet. She told Andrea like, hey, calm down, go inside, sit in the AC, splash some water on your face, and then let's talk. Andrea understood where Erin was coming from, so she went inside. Meanwhile, Erin picked up her phone and called her dad, Mike, and her mom, Cheryl, to discuss the situation. Cheryl said that she would get a hold of Sarah and Ethan and figure out that situation if Erin would take Andrea home, because it wasn't smart for Andrea to stay the night with Erin in the state that she was in. Andrea had been surrounding herself with some not so great people after losing her job, mainly because of the guy that she was dating at the time. Andrea just wasn't herself. She was struggling, and no matter how much help she was offered, she wouldn't accept it. So Erin dropped her off and returned home, going to sleep with her children. At 1:30 a.m. on now August 13th, Erin was woken up to the sound of someone banging on her back door. She jumped up only to realize it was Andrea. She was still locked out of the house. No matter what Erin did, Andrea was not calming down. So Erin had to set boundaries for herself, telling Andrea that she needed to leave. But no one could have ever imagined this would be the last time Andrea was ever seen. But we are nowhere near done. Part 2 is on the playlist below.